Hi, today I'd like to talk about a good leveling build for sorcerers. I think it's one of the best in my opinions, but that's if you're really lucky to have the Blizzard legendary drop. I like this type of build because I played it only during Diablo 2. In other patches it wasn't like really the same. This kind of feels like the old Diablo 2 Blizzard build. Obviously you just need this legendary because whenever you cast Blizzard in one area, it's gonna give you some small ice spikes that explode for 50% whenever the enemy is frozen. If the enemy is frozen, and it's because it's percentile damage rather than additive. It's really good for leveling. You don't have to just put on this legendary, have a decent base, and that's enough for you to get it rolling. If you're lucky on the way of leveling, it got me to level 55 and Paragon level something. If you're lucky on the way, really good synergy is this unique. That enemies that die while frozen have a 70% chance of unleashing a Frost Nova, so obviously if you're gonna put Blizzard in one patch, it's gonna freeze the enemies. If they die during that ricochet or any other ability, it's gonna cast the Frost Nova, it's gonna make them frozen, and obviously it's a really good unique. That was a really good drop in my opinion. For abilities themselves, I'm gonna use obviously Blizzard as a main skill to do damage. And the passive is really important to have when cast above 50 mana. Blizzard's duration is increased by 4 seconds. Because we are really stingy with mana, the increased cast time and increased the duration for the Blizzard is really important, because you can see if I cast once it increases like 20% of our mana. So to help out with the mana issues that we kinda have is that we are gonna use Flame Shield. I'm using Flame Shield comparative to Deep Freeze because of the mana issues, so I'm trying to use it for 25% mana reduction while Flame Shield is active. Also, it gives you immunity for 2 seconds. Also, you can move during that time, so it's amazing. To help out the mana, I'm using Ice Armor, and I'm using the 25% passive, which in total you have both Frost Shield and Ice Armor. That's gonna be 50% mana during this period. Obviously you can drop Flame Shield and you use Dip Freeze, and yeah, if you have this legendary, it's really overpowered, but sometimes I try to play between Flame Shield and Deep Freeze. Depends on the situation. If I see that it's a little bit higher level, I would just go with Flame Shield, the area that you're trying to farm. Yeah, for creating and just for damage wise, when you want to spend, if you have too much mana, Ice Shards are just amazing because they ricochet, and also when they ricochet they do more extra damage. So they have Ice Shards have a 40% chance to ricochet to another enemies, and Ice Shards always ricochet off frozen enemies, which is really overpowered. For passive wise, the ricochet, they work really well because if Avalanche gets triggered, and Avalanche is a 10% chance to cast if you cast any frozen or anything that's frost spell, it's gonna have a 10% chance to make your next Ice Shard or Blizzard cost no mana. So depending on the situation that you're at, I usually try to just put like 2 casts of Blizzard, and if you're lucky you can spend all the mana with the Ice Shards. That's a really good synergy for the passives. Utility wise, I would go with Inferno. Currently I'm going with Inferno because You can group all the enemies in one place. Literally press it and they go in that area and then just put the blizzard off. Rather than going teleport. Teleport is really good if you are doing like a lower tier dungeon and you know that you're not going to struggle with it. I would use teleport instead of Inferno, so you can teleport really fast into the dungeon. That's one of the two. Paragon wise, I haven't had the chance to level up too much. This is as far as I got. This is more of a leveling guide, trying to help you guys out. So most importantly would be to find this legendary. If you're lucky to find a good unique that has the frozen Nova one, would be perfect. And try to copy this skill tree. Obviously I'm using the frost passive from Ultimate Shift, from the barrier ones, utility ones. So much. It's this build reminds me a lot of Diablo 2, as I said. Just putting on Blizzard and running about, maybe using Ricochet to kill the other enemies. I think it's one of the best builds that I've played for the low level, like starter tier ones. Even though the Blizzard like made it really easily for the start of the when you're low level, you don't struggle too much. I think this build, actually, once I was lucky to find the legendary, it just made everything easy. Nothing else difficult. You can see I'm a world tier 3 and I don't have any issues with that. You just put the Inferno around, Blizzard, and Ricochet. Spend all the extra mana that you have. If you have any mana issues, pop your Flame Shield on. It's gonna help you out to see what yeah, kinda that's the build. You can do any dungeon. I don't think there is an issue. Particular type of mobs. Mob wise, what I've seen with this game struggle with are the small serpents. That kinda keeps you in position and you cannot use the evade button to go. That really sucks because you have only 2 seconds immunity and the ice armor but doesn't do too much. So I would say it struggles a lot with mobility. You could swap out with teleport if you want to, but if for higher level 1 you can't ask for it. Okay, just put Inferno. Fucking Blizzard, Ricochet, everything else. It's a really good build to level smooth. But yeah, if you want to see more of the gameplay, I'm gonna put down another build with the full run of one of the what are they called? The sigils, Nightmare Sheet sigils. See how smooth the gameplay is, because from this you cannot see too much. When I try and do the boss itself, it's gonna be easy. You can see, just put the Blizzard on, save your Inferno for once it's frozen. Pop your Blizzard on. He's already halfway through. This is just a joke. I'm waiting for him to get frozen, and once he's frozen, pop your Inferno, he's dead. But yeah, it's one of the best leveling builds that I've played. Smooth. Not that the game is really difficult, but this is really smooth to play with. Okay, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.